Okay, so by now you have run a quote and you've presented the products and the actual numbers or the premiums to the client, and they say yes. And now it's time for you to get the paperwork, the applications that you're going to need to fill out to apply for the insurance. And in this video, we're going to show you exactly how to do that. It's very easy. So here we are, as with all the videos, on the HPW homepage. We're going to go to the business pipeline. Scroll down to apps and forms for processing business. And once we do that, you'll see it brings up a page. We've seen this before. There's basically two links here that we need to be concerned with. One is this link right here for downloading apps and forms. And then the other is this link over here, which brings a drop-down menu for all the different carriers that we sell right now. So this will probably change as we add and subtract carriers. But for the most part, this is where you're going to want to go to get your paperwork. So let's say that we sold a American General policy. I'll scroll down and I'll click on American General. And you'll see it tells me here exactly how to process the business. Okay, so that's important. But what we're more concerned with right now is actually getting the paperwork. So you'll see this download apps and forms link. It stayed in the same spot. So we'll go ahead and click there. And it's going to bring up okay, so I'm on a Mac and I get this little error screen. If you're not on a Mac, you won't get this. It'll go right to, and by the way, Mac users, you'll see where I just clicked at the bottom there. But anyways, when you click on the download apps and forms, it'll bring you to this page right here. And I'll make it a little bigger so we can see. So here's where we're going to select our paperwork. So the company is, let's see, American General Life. So it brings a drop-down menu and I just click American General Life. The service type, I click that. Let's see, new business forms or policy owner service. Well, new business forms would be, I'm new business because I'm selling a new policy. LBG, I believe, is for life brokerage group. So new business forms. The page tweaks a little bit, but anyways, it's all still the same with regard to what we need to do. State, I will click the drop-down menu. I'm in Arizona, so I'll click on Arizona. If you're in another state, just pick your state. Product type, now this will be specific to American General, so we're going to be selling a term policy, so I'll click on the term policy. Now, an important note here, if you had a client who moved and they needed to change their address and they had an American General policy, I'd come down here to Policy Owner Service. That would give me the forms for service on the policy, a form to change their address. So I just wanted to throw that in there, but we're selling a new term policy, so I'm going to click Term Life. And then it wants to know the specific name of the product. We have American General AG's American General Select a Term or American General Return of Premium, ROP Select a Term. Well, we're selling a normal Select a Term policy, a non-ROP, so I'll click Select a Term, and now I'm going to click the Look Up button. So right now the program is searching for all the different forms that you may need to sell, or to apply rather, for life insurance. Now, you'll see some of these are in yellow, so those are the default forms that you're going to need at a minimum. And you'll see over here on the right, it keeps a running tab of the forms that you have selected. So you see there's 4 forms selected over here. You've got 4 of them shown over here on the right. Now, here's where we need to go through this and make sure if there's any other forms we need. So let me give you an example of what I mean by that. We may need, let's see, scroll down here. Let's see what I can find. One that we may need. Let's see. We may need, boy, these are all, you hardly need any of these most of the time. How about this? Drug, alcohol. I had a client once who says, yes, I smoke marijuana. He was not going to hide it, and you should tell your clients not to hide it either. And American General, we actually wrote that with American General, I believe, and they issued the policy. It was no big deal. They just want to know. So I'm going to add that form. Say I'm writing this policy again on the guy who smokes marijuana. I would add the drug alcohol form. Now, if your clients drink wine, you need to do the drug alcohol. Alcohol, that's what this form is for. Let's see. Maybe we've got somebody who travels a lot for work. They go to foreign countries, so I'll add this form here. So you see, I can just keep adding and subtracting forms as I need them, and you'll see it keeps track of them all on the right. So the moral of the story here is that you're going to need these forms at a minimum, and then to always, no matter what company you're selling, to go through these and see if there's any other forms you need. If you're not sure, print it out and then fill it out, because having more information is better than not having enough information in terms of underwriting. If the underwriter doesn't have enough information via the right forms, your policy will get delayed and you could lose the business because clients don't like waiting for delays. So we now have the option. Here's our package of everything that we've selected. We can either email this or print it. What I typically do is I push print. And what that does is it brings up all of these forms in one nice fillable PDF. So let me make this a little bigger, and let me make it a little bigger. So there's all the forms we picked. Who really cares about that? And then here's a bunch of information for actually filling out, the paperwork and submitting your business. And here we are, Term Insurance Application Part A. So this is going to be for the American General Life Insurance Company in Texas. So I'll click that. And the primary proposed insured is John Smith, and his social is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you'll see I can just go through this entire form with the client. Now, I will use their computer at their house that's hooked up to a printer to do this. If they don't have that, I've come prepared to the appointment with a blank application of these forms so I can just fill it out by hand. The preferred method is if you can do it on the computer like we're doing right here and then print it out for signatures. Makes you look very professional, keeps it neat, nice and neat so underwriters can read the handwriting, etc. So in any event, you go through this whole thing here, and you'll fill out all the different sections with regard to the insurance that you are selling. Now remember, we talked about you should have a highlighter with you. Once you print this out, whether you're filling it out via the computer and printing it out for signatures, or whether you're printing a blank application, you're going to fill the whole thing out by hand, you should have a highlighter, because there may be questions on here that you don't know the answer to right away, so you'll have to come back and fill those out later. So for example, it says right here, existing coverage. So what coverage does the client have already? If you're replacing a policy, you'll need to fill this out with the policy number, the insurance company, the type, the year, the face amount. The policy number right here, a lot of times clients don't know this, and if they don't have their policy with them, they're going to have to get back to you. So I would highlight that if they don't know, so that before I fax this business in, before I submit this business, I go through and find all my highlights and make sure they're filled out. Again, that's getting the paperwork right, which gets the business through faster and gets you paid faster. Okay? So in any event, that is, so there's an example of getting the paperwork for American General. So let's do it again for another company here. We'll start all over. We'll go back to the HBW homepage. So here it is again. We go to the business pipeline, apps and forms for processing business. We come over, and then that's a drop down. So we come over here, and this time let's do West Coast Life. Click on West Coast Life. I would print this page because here's how to actually do the business. And then I'm going to go to Download Apps and Forms. I'll center this up. Because I'm on a Mac, I'll probably get the error screen. Yep, there it is. PC users, you won't get this. Mac users, to continue without upgrading, click here. So I'll click there. And this is going to bring up that menu where I can select the forms I need for West Coast Life. So company, let's see, West Coast Life, service type, new business, state, Arizona. Now I live in Arizona. If you live in another state, put your state. And let's see, actually put the state that you're writing the business in, I should say, that you're also licensed in. Let's see, term life, product name, all term life, look up. And now, so here's the same thing we just did for American General, but this time we're doing it for West Coast Life. So you're going to see that there's a bunch of default forms here for West Coast. Again, scroll down to see if there's any other forms that you might need. Let's see, agent report, let's see, any of these. Alcohol, there's that alcohol one. Remember, if we're to say we're writing the same policy on the person who drinks wine, so I fill out the alcohol form. Let's see, I may have somebody who races motorcycles. I'm going to fill out the avocation questionnaire, or select that. Let's see, I just go through these. Now, you're not going to know what all these forms are, okay? The more you do this, the more you're going to get familiar with which forms you need on a pretty routine basis. But the moral of the story here is to go through and see if there's any forms that you would need. There's that drug one. Let's say we got the guy who smokes marijuana. So there's the drug one. Okay, here's my running tally. I'm going to hit print. Make this bigger so you can see it. And it's going to bring up all of these forms. Again, you can either print this out so it's blank and fill it out by hand, or do it the professional way and fill it out on the computer and print it out for signatures. So here's West Coast. Proposed insured is John Smith, and date of birth is let's see, 12/1/55, and socials 1/2. Okay, you get the idea. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. Okay, again, whether you fill this out, whether you print it out blank and fill it out by hand, or whether you fill it out on the computer and then print it for signatures, have the highlighter with you so you can fill out any blank, or you can highlight rather any blanks. So you'll see West Coast's application is a little bit different. It's laid out differently than American General's, but it's all the same information. Here's where they're going to sign, and date, and signature, proposed, insured. Yeah, that signature, proposed, insured. So anyway, so that's West Coast. So again, I just wanted to go through it twice so you could see how to get these forms when it's time to actually apply for the business. You've run the quotes. Or let me back up. You've run the needs analysis. You've given the presentation, you run the needs analysis, you've run quotes, you've shown them numbers, and they say yes. Here's how you're going to actually get the paperwork.